Welcome to Jewish Family Service of Greater Dallas Career and Financial Services Team webinar. The world has paused, but you don't have to. Part 1, Taking Your Job Search from Fear to Action. The JFS Career and Financial Services Team brings over 30 years of recruiting, staffing, training, and coaching expertise. In this three-part series, our team will share with you everything you need to keep your job search and yourself active during this stressful time. In part 1, we'll talk about research in your resume. Part 2, staying in control in an out-of-control environment. Part 3, networking and interviewing. We are only a phone call away. If you or someone you know needs assistance with job search or financial coaching, please call your coach or 972-437-9950, extension 340. Researching the job market. Researching local companies may seem like an obvious step in a job search, but in fact, many job seekers simply rely solely on job sites like Indeed.com to lead them to potential opportunities. Job sites are a great choice, but researching industries, especially in this marketplace, gives the job seeker two distinct advantages: a sense of choice for their next employer and a better idea of what different companies are about and what's available in the marketplace today. Things you may consider are looking at essential businesses. What is an essential business? An essential business is one you rely on in your day-to-day life. Think about searching medical and healthcare, telecommunications, information technology, defense, food and agriculture, or grocery stores, transportation and logistics, utilities, law enforcement, and public works. Now, find a link between your experience and the critical infrastructure jobs. For example, customer service, operations, staffing, maintenance, repair, construction, just to name a few. Now, identify the key words used to describe the same skill set. For example, customer service position descriptions use call center representative, call tracking, customer support, etc. If unclear, speak to your career coach for assistance. Now, scan your current resume to make sure the keywords being used in the job postings are used to describe your own work experience. Review your job history. If you're in the process of updating your resume or in need of new resume content, consider the following. What key skills did you identify in your industry research and your resume scan? How are these key skills highlighted in your resume? What sets you apart from other candidates? For example, do you have a specialization? Are you trained in specific technical applications? Need extra encouragement? Review your performance appraisals to remind you of your accomplishments and identify themes. What have other people said about you on a regular basis? If you can't remember enough about your previous jobs, contact previous coworkers and or supervisors to remind you of previous work stories. Examples would be job requirements, projects you were part of, or things you accomplished. If you could tell a potential employer through your resume one thing about yourself, what would it be? What do you want potential employers to know about you? Now you're ready to format your resume. First, use a clean format. There is no need for dramatic graphics here. As you can see from this resume, our eye naturally scans a page in the shape of an E or an F. We know recruiters will only look at your resume for an average of 7 seconds, so let's make sure those seconds count by using our resume real estate wisely. At the top, you can see we took out the address. Employers don't need this information. You see the skills and experience section is considered hot property when you consider the E or the F, because your eye is drawn there first. This is a great place to use keywords and phrases that will get the resume noticed when the recruiter conducts an applicant tracking keyword search. This section is often called summary or professional profile. When describing your job responsibilities, sell it, don't tell it. Selling it means highlighting your contributions through the use of metrics, company improvements you made, and special projects you worked on. A job description can be found anywhere, but your resume is the story of you. The resume reader wants to know who you are. If you have a lot of work experience, your resume will be more than one page. That's fine. If your work is so extensive you're using 3 to 4 pages, it's time to condense. about only highlighting the last 15 years of work experience and documenting the remainder with line item information only. At the bottom, you see the education section. This is a focal point for a college degree, relevant college coursework, or certifications. Highlight volunteer work in the absence of education or where it shows relevance to your job search. Last, tweak keywords from your job research throughout your resume to link your experience to the job description. Do you like this resume format? You can download it for free from money.com. Now that your resume is complete, you can reflect on your job stories. Write out as many examples as came to mind in the previous work. What did you do? How did you do it? What did you learn? Formulate these stories in a star story: situation or task, the action you took, and the result. Guess what? Now you're ready for an interview. Time to apply. Your research is done and your resume is complete. Congratulations. It's time to apply for the job. Make sure your resume is saved in a Word document. Not all applicant tracking systems can reformat a PDF. Keep track of all your jobs you apply for online, because when you want to follow up with employers at least 2 weeks following the first application submission. Most important, stay in the game. Don't stop applying for jobs. Employers are still conducting Skype interviews and hiring has continued. What you do now will set you apart from those who are waiting to figure things out. Thank you for listening to The World Has Paused Part 1 from Jewish Family Service of Greater Dallas Career and Financial Services Team. Stay tuned for The World Has Paused Part 2, Strategies for Staying in Control of Your Finances and Job Search.